Okay, so I don't really have a crazy testimony like some people do. I do have a testimony, but it's more of a simple one, mostly because I've grown up in church, but I still have a testimony that I can tell people that God can change your life. He started changing my life when fourth grade, when me and my family moved to Cornerstone, Nashville. That's in Nashville, Tennessee, and I still attend that church when I'm back home. And in fourth grade is when I started to really realize that God can change your life and what exactly He can do in your life. And in fourth grade, in October, I decided I wanted to get baptized. And so I got baptized, and God has been changing my life ever since then. Since then, I have been a part of stage crew for about 6 years, and that's one major thing that has changed my life is working on productions, being able working countless hours nonstop, day and night to get a production done, to be able to show something about God or tell a story that will bring people closer or bring people to God, and they'll give their lives to it. A big one I did was the Thorn Production. They're a traveling production company that comes into different places, and part of where they go can help out. And I was one of the characters in it, and it was a major production. And one of the things I like to do is they have these giant crosses on either side of the stage, and by the end of the night, those crosses are filled up with little magnets of somebody's name or a prayer they wanted to have or something that show had changed their life. I learned from one of the traveling casts with them that he would go up to it and look at all the names and pray over them and look at them and see all the lives he had changed, because he actually played Pontius Pilate in the Thorn production. So is one of the things I like to do also is go see the hundreds of names each night that we got to see that we changed their life, which changed mine. I'm like, I'm just doing a little simple part. I know I've put in a lot of extra hours late at night and for it and stuff, but even just the simplest little thing changed this person's life, changed that person's life, and changed their life to bring life to their family or someone else. Also, another thing that has really changed my life were youth camps and mission trips. Youth camps is mostly because I got to spend time with friends, talk about God, get closer to Him, have personal time, and understand Him more deeply, hardcore, over a week period. The mission trips are one thing that was really good, that because you would have missions trips, and when I would go, I'd see these different people and how we could affect their lives and how we are affecting their lives. One of the most personal, not really personal, but effective ones I've seen was when we went to Puerto Rico. Me and my youth group, we went to Puerto Rico, and we were helping clean up around the somewhat rundown hospital, but it's still a good hospital for people to go to. And the lady that was ahead of the hospital came out and was meeting us, and she broke down in tears because she was like, I've never heard of this. Why would a group of teenagers spend a week or more of their own time in the summer to go travel a couple of 100 miles to a country and help out nobody they know or nobody they even might really care about? But they're like, oh wait, if they're going to travel this far, they do care about us. But why would they spend this much time and travel this far? She had never heard of a group like that. So she broke down crying when we just simply picked up the area around her hospital. We did some landscaping, picked up leaves, picked up trash, and we maybe spent 3 hours picking up around the hospital, but we changed her life forever. Because she was like, wow, how does this happen? Why do people do this? If you show that there is love, if you show love to other people and caring to other people, and they notice it, like, why is this guy's life so good? Yeah, everybody has ups and downs. But if they realize, why is this guy's life so happy and loving and caring? Why is he like this all the time? It's because, and you tell them because you have Jesus in your life, they're like, my life sucks. And apparently this guy named Jesus can help me out. And they'll be like, maybe I can go for this. Here in the United States, Jesus is a common name, but in other countries that aren't as civilized or developed, not saying that they're third world countries or highly undeveloped, but even just simple countries. Like I went to Mexico, and we talked to people on the street and strangers, and we just invited them. We showed them a smile, and they came to church, and it changed their life. We were doing these little simple skits, just having these simple words. We stood on the side of the street inviting them. One of the big ones that first changed my life on my Mexico missions trip, we were in this little mall area that was, it was like a mall courtyard. And we were doing the skit, and we were kind of doing flash mobs and having little games, and they are designed for kids, but there was only like 5 or 6 kids there, and we thought there would be more. But by the end of what we did, the little production we put on, the show, the service, and this music, there was about 20 or 30 rough-looking guys that were just sitting around the courtyard waiting for someone to come pick them up for a job. They came up to us because they were listening to us, and they gave their life to Jesus. But we had intended for kids, not for them. Which that was like, wow. Even the simplest things that we might not be going after, we might be going after someone else, but someone else might get affected by that. That's one thing that I really come in and notice. With my career, I'm going to be doing a production company for film and theater. So I'll be able to influence hundreds of thousands of people by the end of my career, which I will be able to show them the love and caring of Jesus Christ through that. All the things that I've had experienced since 4th grade, so 9 years, really has helped me out with my testimony, knowing who God is and knowing how to share it to other people that they can know Him too and have a testimony of their own. Even if they find out that who Jesus is, but they've never really had a sinful life, but they haven't had Him in His life, they will have a testimony. To the roughest people that have been in prison, killed somebody, and everything they could imaginably think of done wrong, they could find Jesus and have a testimony. So your testimony doesn't have to be elaborate. It can be something simple like mine. Mine's not very elaborate, or I haven't done anything crazy and had to come back from it. I've grown up in church, but I still have a testimony on what God has changed in my life. So that's just a simple rundown of my testimony.